Kohli drives through the covers. It's into the fence like a tracer bullet. This is the hashtag, like a tracer bullet challenge. Wow. Now having got used to the DRS-ness, I give you the thumbs up. The decision on the field stays. Well done. Kohli drives through the covers. It's into the fence like a tracer bullet. That's how it is.
Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today again I have got Rizvi with me, and today we are in a different set. We're going to discuss about India-New Zealand semi-final. So we are actually today in a second day of the semi-final because we had a rain last night and then it was terrible. We had to wake up, try to watch the game but didn't work out. But in a sense it happened pretty good. India, so we're going to resume the game on the second day and India will get whole 50 overs. So Rizvi, what do you think?
Well, I mean, you can't do much when it rains, can you? India is still in a better position. They bowl really well, and I think New Zealand have to work really hard. I mean, you've got only 4 overs left, so New Zealand they would expect to score maybe another 30 odd runs to get their score to 240 or 250. If that happens, there is a chance for them, but it's very unlikely that New Zealand is going to score that much because they have to face Bumrah and Bhuvaneshwar towards the end.
That's a very good point you mentioned, because Bumrah going to be really hard to score because he has got about 3 or 4 economic rate in last 10 overs. So it's going to be really hard to score 10 or 8 runs or maybe 15 runs out of Bumrah's overs. So if New Zealand scores say about 240-ish, do you think India will chase it down?
Yeah, I mean, with the Indian batting lineup, they've picked an extra batsman, Dinesh Karthik and Ravindra Jadeja, which gives an extra bat. So I think with the current form, they're pretty in a good. They're pretty good batting side. So
yes.
I hope it should be they should chase the total.
What do you think about Shami? That Indian team did not pick Shami. What do you think about that? After he took 14 wickets out of 4 match.
Yeah, look, I mean, Sami is kind of a bowler. He's a very good swing bowler, but I mean, you've got the wickets, but he can be expensive as well because at those last few games Sami had played, he took four wickets and five wickets, but he was pretty expensive as well.
Yeah, he licked runs at the end of the 10th overs.
That's correct. Yes. Yeah. That's why I think picking up Bhuvaneshwar is quite a
good choice.
Good choice.
Yeah, that's right. And how about they didn't selected Kuldeep Yadav, the leg spinner, for this match. Instead, they took Jadeja. What do you think about that selection?
I think they've done the right thing because Kuldeep has started his World Cup pretty well, and then I think he got hit in few games. I can't remember which one was it, but he's low in confidence. I think he have to start believing himself that he can come back. But at this stage, I think Kohli and the team management has the right
decision. Do you reckon?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Picking up Jadeja. Yeah.
So do you reckon India will dominate this semi-final and we're gonna make our way to Lords?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
alright.
Positive. Yeah.
Alright, so now move on to the next match which we have tomorrow. That will be the Ashes before Ashes with Australia and England. What do you think about that match?
I mean, it's going to be a good contest, you know, no doubt. Semi-final just before World Cup semi-final, it's going to be a pressure game, and also you know, Australia has got few injuries and niggles, which is
that's right.
Yeah, and then England is getting their form back, so it'll be a good to watch here.
Now, what do you think about Peter Handscomb? He's coming. The first match he will play at the semi-final. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, Australia hasn't got much choice because you know, they've got Kuwaza ruled out due to injuries, and they also had Stoinis.
Stoinis, a little bit of niggle. Yes,
in his last game. So yeah, I mean, Handscomb, he can be because he was in England, playing in England in the Australian A side. So I mean, I think he has come to the team with some runs behind him. So but it's a World Cup semi-final, so you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
But yeah, but obviously Australia doesn't have a choice, so I would back Handscomb.
Okay, fair enough. Now, I personally think Alex Carey, he's playing fantastic. He's in top of his form, and he was so close match against South Africa. He would have won that match for Australia, for us. Now, what do you think that if the situation comes in, keep the batting order flexible and bring Alex Carey up in the order? There is no point of sending someone who, like for example Peter Hanscom, because he hasn't played in England. Instead, we can give him a little bit, drop the list, and then bring Alex Carey up on the batting order. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a good option. I mean, as you have seen throughout the World Cup, there has been a lot of changes in the batting order, especially team batting first, because though it all depends upon the way the opener starts. If they got to get a good start.
Yes.
If they're like 150 for one, so
that's more likely because Australian openers have scored like enormous amount of runs. David Warner, Finchie, they scored a lot of runs.
Yeah. I mean that's what I'm saying. So guys like Toynis and Carey, who's in tremendous form at the moment. If Australia are scoring well. So these guys need at least 15 to 20 overs to come in, in the middle and get an opportunity to score big runs. So they're hitting the ball quite well. So.
Yes, and I think I remember from our last discussion that you picked Nathan Lyon. I think that was a really good pick. Nathan Lyon, he has got that. Like a little extra X factor, like he can spin the ball, he got the revs on the ball. That's what you need nowadays in the team. Like whereas Zampa can nick you runs with giving you a couple of full tosses in and over. So the pressure goes away when a batsman hit 4 runs.
Yeah.
Now, as you mentioned about England, that they pretty much came into the semi-final with a lot of positives. What do you think about English team?
Yeah, I mean they're quite a good side. They were World Cup favourites, still they are, and having lost few games in the World Cup, and which was very, and they were a lot of people said they were gonna
they might go out, they might not. Yeah, that's right.
Just have top 4. So
yeah, that's right.
And then after that they came back really hard. They won against South Africa, and they won against India, and they're back now. So and it's all about momentum. So once they win games, it's all about momentum. So once you never know what's going to be on tomorrow. So
that's right. And the big change.
They have a good chance.
Yeah, and the big change when Jason Roy came in the team.
Correct.
He's just fantastic, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
And Bairstow as well with him. The opening pair is fantastic for England.
Yes.
Same as Australia.
Yeah, I mean Jason Roy, after his injury, when he got back against India, he just teared the ball, bowling apart, and then he was quite good, especially Bairstow. He got his a form.
Yeah, that's right.
So he was hitting the ball quite well. So yeah, I mean hitting 2 back-to-back hundreds. So
that's right. And Bairstow also played really good.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so they've got a good batting side.
Yes.
Batting lineup. They've got like 9, 10. Till 9, 10,
that's
10,
right.
So
even Archer can hit a couple of sixes if needed be.
Yes. So England's they're a pretty good side, but in semi-final it can be anyone's game. So.
That's right. Yes. So who will be your pick? Australia or England?
I'll go for Australia.
You go for Australia, but now when you say "but," that means there is a thought process going behind your mind. So you have to pick one team. Which one you pick?
Australia for semi-finals.
Australia for semi-finals. So you reckon the final will be India and Australia?
Yeah, I think so.
And out of India and Australia, who you pick?
I'll pick India.
You pick India, okay. Alright, fair enough. Viewers, he's picking India, and I think I would pick India too, and I have got a feeling I slightly disagree with England not gonna reach to final, because I feel because how they came up, how they empowered to semi-final, and Australia were a little bit struggled against South Africa, and they lost few quick wickets. I feel England will win the semi-final, and I've got a feeling India and England is the final, and India will win the final World Cup. So that's my pick.
Okay.
But you never know. Cricket is always a crazy game.
Yeah.
Every balls are different. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So Rizvi, I'm gonna go back a little bit with India and Australia. I'm gonna ask you, what do you think about Indian batting? Because today India are gonna bowl about 4 overs. So whatever they run, whatever they score, and then India have to go back and then chase the run out. Yeah. What do you think about the Indian batting? How they're gonna play?
Oh, I mean, Indian batting lineup is they've got a very good batting lineup, opening with Rahul and Rohit. And Rahul has after Shekhar got injured, Rahul is he's a natural replacement for that. And,
Yes.
and his form in last two games has been very good, and he's getting the momentum, so which is very good for India and then Virat and others to follow, So yeah, it's not going to be easy if they have to chase 240 in these conditions, but
That's right.
But they're still gettable.
So they have to just watch out Trent Bolt and Henry, and then after that they can easily pick up. So if they maybe score like 130 for one wicket, I think New Zealand started getting the pressure that how they're gonna take wickets. What do you think?
Oh, so look, India's current batting form is quite good. They have been batting really well, so I don't think there should be any problem because looks like the sun is out and
yeah, that's right. Yeah, it looks very good. They're just walking in now.
Yeah, and hopefully it won't be much of a problem for India to chase those runs.
That's right. That's right. And what do you think about Pant's selection and Dinesh Karthik's selection? Pant came in number 4. Everybody was asking Pant, and now he's batting number 4.
Yeah.
And Dinesh Karthik instead of Kedar Jadhav. What do you think about those two selections?
I think they've made a good decisions bringing in Pant because Pant is sort of a guy who can really take the game away from any opponent. And he's a young guy. He's very talented. He scored runs in England. He scored runs in Australia. And yeah, he may look very sluggish at the start, but he can hit the ball.
That's right. He can take team apart, isn't it?
And Dinesh Karthik, with his experience coming into play, he's played. Apparently, this is his first World Cup game. He played last game, and he's been with the Indian team for last 14-15 years.
That's right.
So with his experience and with the experience, he just comes into play, and he can hit the ball towards the end as well. So.
That's right, and also you can switch and change, and then you can bring him up in the order as well, because in IPL he played number 4.
That's correct.
So, and he has got that talent to play like a test player, and also he got the talent to play number 7.
Yeah. So India has got a lot of options. There's always options, because if they get a good start, they've got players who can come up the order like Hardik and Dinesh Karthik, or Pant, they can come up the order and just they can score runs quickly. So it shouldn't be a problem.
Fair enough. Alright, Rizvi, thank you for coming into my YouTube channel show. Really appreciate it. If you wanted to say something to the viewers, you can please go ahead and say if you want to.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sahib, for inviting me to share your thoughts, and it's been a pleasure. So thank you very much.
Thank you again. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna start watching this exciting match. And if you guys like my video, please like, share, comment, and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.